Well, hello guys, this is your girl Diva Fashionista, and today's video is going to be a chit chat. It's just my thoughts on the cancel culture, and I'm going to touch a little bit on the recent beef with Tati and James Charles, but because that's really what brought this video on. I've been feeling like this for a while. I don't like the cancel culture. Me and the hubster, we always get into it because he loves that. He's always talking about something be getting canceled. Just now, when I was about to film this video, he was talking to me about Steve Harvey being canceled, and I'm just like, that's not true. Like, my biggest beef with the cancel culture is just who gets to decide what's canceled. Who is the proprietor of the cancellation? Who? Do we all get to collectively say, or is there just a mayor of cancellation? I think T.I. would think that he's the mayor of cancellation, but I just, who gets to decide? I just feel like canceling something is it's toxic within itself. Just saying that something, it's no coming back from this. It's just toxic, and I think it's so unfair. I feel like as humans, we all make mistakes. We all say things and do things that we don't mean, or in the moment, this may feel good. In the moment, what I'm saying and what I'm doing may feel like it's right, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it is. It may not be right for the greater collective, or sometimes you do need somebody to hold a mirror up to you and show you your actions and show you, hey, what you're saying and doing is not cool. We do need that, like, tug, like I like to call that, that little tug, or that little hands on the shoulder. I told you I call that all the time, like the hands on your shoulder. That you need somebody like to let you know you're wilding a little bit. You need to come back from that. I think we do need that. But when you say something that's canceled, that means there's no coming back. It's over. At least to me, when you say something that's canceled, that means it's over. Up until 2018, we saw shows get canceled, and that was it. 2018, we saw the reprisal of old shows, and I think even this weekend there's a couple old shows coming back. And I'm just like, that's so cool to for your nostalgia that certain things get to come back. But when you say someone is canceled, it's like they're done, they're over. You're not dealing with them. If it's a business, you're not gonna go and the word is escaping me, but you get what I'm saying. It's like you're not going to frequent that visiting or that business anymore. If you're saying someone's canceled, that means that you're not going to buy their music anymore. You're not going to support whatever it is that they're doing. And I just feel like that is unfair, especially because people are sheep. People don't have a mind of their own. They don't think things through for themselves. I'm sorry, not everyone's like that. I have my own opinion. I think things this way, that way, the other way. I try to be compassionate to others. I try to put myself in their shoes. And I think we don't do that, especially when we're so arbitrarily canceling someone. We're not putting ourselves in their shoes. We're not treating them in a way that we would want to be treated. I myself I'm a Christian, and I know a lot of people don't share the same faith. A lot of people don't share the same upbringing, the same thoughts, but I'm a Christian, and a lot of things that I learned in the church I apply to my life, whether it's Christ-like or not. I learned, to do unto others as I would want done to myself. I learned that, we want God to forgive us, whether it's the 7th time or the 77th time. And I think we've gotten so far away from that train of thoughts. It's like the first time somebody say or do something that we don't like, they cancel. You cancel. It's over. You cancel. And I'm just like, that's not how you would want to be treated. I know I've done some. Thank God it wasn't no cameras back when I was in my teenage years. Like, thank God, like there's no footage of some of the stuff that I've done. And maybe there's somebody sitting back waiting for me to blow or pop or become internet famous so that they could post their receipts. Because that's the thing, it's all about the receipts. I don't think there's anything negative out there about me, but somebody somewhere might have some receipts that are some things that I don't want out there, and they're waiting for the best time to post it. And I just know how devastating that would be to me, or maybe even to my family. Like, I wouldn't want that to happen. So because I wouldn't want that to happen to me, I don't treat people like that. And I don't think that when they canceled, we're thinking about that. We don't think about this person's responsibility. Like I said, we all say and do stupid things. because I said something stupid or I got into a Twitter beef with somebody, I should come into work tomorrow and my boss fires me because, oh, I saw what you said to that person. I think we all have said some things that are sexist, that are racist, that are just, I could get into all the ists, the IST words. I could go on and on about it. We've all probably done it. But if someone was holding our words or throwing our words back at us, how would we feel? Should our children starve? Should we be on the streets because of a dumb mistake we made? And think about that seriously, because it's probably somebody, I'm not going to change their mind about the cancel culture. People love the cancel culture. I'm telling you, the hubster loves it. He loves the exposed culture. I hate that too, because it's like, just like I said, the idea of somebody sitting back waiting to put your dirty laundry on Front Street. It's toxic. You know, I saw a lot of people saying that the beauty community was toxic, and I'm just like, no, we're not. That's them. That's their beef. That is them. We over here mind our business. I like to think I'm a part of the beauty community, even though I'm a little small old YouTuber. I'm a part of the beauty community. I am not trying to beef with nobody on blast. I'm trying to overdo my thing in hopes of having a larger platform, but not sitting back trying to make anybody, expose anybody, or perpetuate a stereotype. Like, I saw someone, a lot of the people who've been commenting on this beef as it was going on and just making videos as different things happens, I've seen a lot of their channels explode. And I was looking at one young lady, and I'm not going to say her name, but I was looking at one young lady, and I'm like, girl, you got big off of talking about drama. What are you going to do next week? This situation has died down. It's died down. I'm only making this video because of the cancel culture, because I was even watching Lovely T's video, and I was looking at the comments, and people just cancel. Like, it was like almost every other comment. Cancel. And I'm just like, guys, like, you really are delighting in someone's downfall. And they kept really talking about like Jeffree Star, and that's one thing, people really hate Jeffree Star. I can't tell with his 14 million subscribers and his pink Rolls Royce. I really can't tell, but people really hate Jeffree Star, and people really like just kept his name, like it was like, T, talk about Jeffree. What about Jeffree? He's canceled. He's a racist. Jeffree. And I'm just like, I'm just the type of person that I feel like the more you talk about something, the more you give it life. If you really are trying to cancel something, it's something that you really don't like, pay it dust. The more you talk about it, the more you're putting energy into, the more life you giving it. If this is something that you truly just don't like and that you just want to go away, I would ignore it. I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna, it doesn't exist in my book. That's truly how I cancel stuff. But I wouldn't cancel. I wouldn't say something is so, this is cancel. I'm just not with that, because I do feel like people can change. People can change, people grow. I'm not the same person I was a couple years ago. Life experiences have changed me, whether it was becoming a mother of two, whether it was my relationship, whether it was different friends, outgrowing different things, spirituality. All of this stuff affects who I am today. And when you cancel somebody, you don't give them that chance to grow or to learn. Everything is a lesson. That's one thing with me. I try to learn lessons, and I know a lot of people who aren't like that. They don't learn lessons, or, you know, there's a lot of people who are woe is me. They're like, oh, woe is me. Something happens to them and it's everybody's fault but their own. There's no personal responsibility. I am not like that. I am one of those people that try to look back and think, where did I go wrong? What could I have done better in the situation? And how can I grow and change from this? You know, what was the life lesson? I do try to, especially when it's big situations, just like this situation. I think Tati probably learned not to talk when she's in her feelings. You can't let your feelings control what you're going to do, because it may feel good and feel right in the moment until you have to deal with the consequences of your action, which may be a lawsuit. Like, this guy could sue her. You know, this could have affected her negatively. She could have lost subscribers. She could lose sponsorship. It could be all these type of things that come out of this situation. James, I think they're both going to be good. James lost 3 million subscribers. He went from 16 million to 13 million. You still have millions of people who are standing by you, who are supporting you, who will be there for you. I still think it's a loss, but it's not the worst loss. There's some people that didn't know. Had we not blown this situation, had we not made video after video after video, there's people that probably wouldn't have never known and just would have been like, oh, hey, you know. I saw I think Tiff J, I was watching her video, and she said people were asking her to talk about it, and she's like, my children knew who James Charles was. He'll be fine. He will be fine. But it just, the situation just made me further believe my beliefs about the cancel culture. People were so quick. When Tati made her video, people were so quick to jump ship off of James. She didn't have nada proof of what he did or anything she was saying or predatory, no proof of that. He apologized. She even admitted that he apologized for what he did, but she just wasn't in the space to receive it. She said it, you know. He did something in the moment, which he probably wasn't thinking. If he was thinking, he was thinking like, oh, that's just my girl will understand. I'll talk to her. I'll tell her like she may be mad. She gonna be little mad. He didn't think she was gonna be big mad. He didn't know that she was gonna do that. He probably thought, I can just talk to my homegirl and she'll be fine. We'll be all right. We'll be good. We'll be back to hanging out in Calabasas. We'll be back to kikiing. I'll let her be in my next video. We'll be straight. Didn't know that she was gonna really be in her feelings behind the situation. And I think that we don't think it through. We don't think that people are going to get so riled up. People really got in their feelings. This got everywhere, to TV. This was Twitter. People were on Twitter like, I don't know who James Charles is, but he's all up and down my timeline. It became such a thing, and this is why it's like I don't like cancel culture, because those same people who stand or probably was like, yes sis, yes sis, those same people that was buying them James Charles palettes, but they could not keep them things in stock now because this one person made a video, just jump ship. And it's just like, I think people are sheep. You have to be very careful when you have a platform, especially a large one, because people do not think for themselves. People trust you. People value your opinion. And now when you're giving your opinion or you're coming from an angry place, they don't know how to separate it. They don't know how to take it for what it was. Like, oh, my girl is mad, let me just hear her out. People don't know how to separate the fact from the fiction. A lot of times we will base our opinions on emotion or not so factual things and run with it, and it's not cool. It's not cool to judge someone based on something that somebody else said. It's not cool to dislike someone because of somebody else's opinion of them. That is my biggest beef with the cancel culture, because I said this is canceled, that's it. You know, there's no coming back. Damn that person and their feelings. Damn them, whatever they got to take care of, because your fave said this person's canceled. That's it. People do not think for themselves, and sometimes they just spit something that somebody else said. One of the other things that I saw on the internet this week that just really made me feel like, yo, we got to stop with this is I don't even know what Cardi did. I'm not even gonna lie and make you think that I know what she did. But I was seeing anti-Cardi statements I was on Twitter when I saw that, and I'm just like, I saw a lot of comments like payola, and I saw that before. I've seen it before. Like whenever there's a conversation of Cardi, she won the Grammys, payola. Cardi, Fashion Over, it sold out. Payola, Cardi, her baby was crawling. Payola, like it's always, I don't know why my mom's, excuse me if I'm spitting, but yeah, like it's like payola, and I'm like, do you even know what payola is? If you knew what payola is, you wouldn't be saying that for every little thing that Cardi does. You only is saying it because your favorite said it, because your favorite said this word, you heard this word, and now you're just blindly repeating it, and it does not apply to this situation. If you knew what payola was, which is very much illegal, payola was the practice back in the day when a record label wanted to break a record. They would go to a disc jockey and they would pay them, payola, they would pay them to play the record, because they understand the power of repetition. They understand the power of getting that message out there. Hello, somebody. And so if I play this record, I get this DJ, they play this record every hour on the hour, you'll love the record, whether the record is trash or not. You're probably going to buy it. Somebody's going to buy it. It's going to break the record. It's going to be a huge hit. So then when you go on and say, oh, Cardi won the Grammy because payola, who paid that? That's not how that works. That's not what that is. Oh, she runs, her Fashion Nova sold out because of payola. No, that's not how that works. Payola is exactly what I said it is, and it's very illegal. So let's say Funkmaster Flex is taking money to drop bombs on records. Yeah, he'd be arrested. They really would arrest him, and they'd make an example out of him because it's illegal. That's very much frowned upon because people are impressionable, right? Right. So it just boggles my mind when I hear people just blindly repeat something that somebody that they like said. So it comes to that responsibility, especially when you are saying something that's canceled. Did you want that to happen to you? Last but not least, my last point that I feel like my biggest reason why I don't like the cancel culture is because there leaves no room for redemption. When something is canceled, that means it's over. There's no room for you to grow, to change. There's no redemption. There's no changing. And I just hate that. Just hate that this idea that I can make one mistake. I could say one thing and then that's it. And that's it for me of my career. And no, this is going to be the last point. With the cancel culture, it's biased. It's very biased. It's very biased and it's unfair because your fave can be problematic. Your fave can say or do something and they won't be canceled because they're so popular. No matter what they say. Beyonce, I think Beyonce can do no wrong at this point. We canceled Gucci because of blackface, but there was pictures of Beyonce floating around in what could be considered blackface, and Beyonce's not canceled. Why? Do we like her that much? Is it because there's no replacement for her? Would she have been canceled if maybe Rihanna was making music right now? If we had somebody that could fill her shoes, if CeCe could stomp 1-2 step in Beyonce's shoes, would we cancel Beyonce? Because she wore blackface. Because if Gucci is canceled, why isn't anyone who wore it not canceled? See the hypocrisy in this cancellation. Chick-fil-A has donated money and is very openly anti-LGBT. Do we not care because we are anti-LGBT? If we keep it real, if in low key or maybe high key, are we anti-lesbians? Are we anti-trans? Are we anti all those other letters as well? Is that why Chick-fil-A? Or is it because we don't want to give up our spicy chicken sandwich or those waffle fries? Is it because there's not a franchise comparable to Chick-fil-A that we can replace it with? What is it? Why is that not canceled, even though they said some things that can be deemed problematic? I'm going to leave you right there with those thoughts. These are my thoughts on this topic. Let me know what you think. What do you think about the cancel culture? I'm not for it. I think it's toxic. I think it's unfair. Yeah, leave it down below. I want to thank you so very much for watching, especially if you got to this point in the video, because I've been chatting, honey. Thanks so much. If you haven't already, please subscribe, thumbs up, share, and I'll catch you in the next one because I'm about to film it. So later.